I will say too, if you are not someone that you're tracking your menstrual cycle, I actually just do it in my Garmin app. It's super simple and like that's the best way for me. So like fast forward to present day, I have relatively symptomless menstrual cycles. It's like, yep, it happens. It's short and easy, woo, I'm on with my day. But if we are a female, if we're an individual with a menstrual cycle, I would highly suggest tracking your cycle because it's going to provide a lot of education and empowerment just based off of, well, we know that, certain people, again, I've seen females where it's like you might gain 5 or 10 pounds like during certain parts of your cycle. And like there's a big, massive shift. Same thing, some women are going to see like very drastic changes around ovulation time versus during their period and stuff like that. So I'm really big advocate for cycle tracking because then again, it gives us the ability to press pause and kind of assess, hey, okay, this is how I'm feeling. What day am I in my menstrual cycle? Oh, shoot, like I'm about to start my period in 2 days. No wonder why I'm spiraling about my body or I'm feeling really uncomfortable. I'm feeling really, puffy, swollen, all that stuff. So just a side note, big fan of cycle tracking. And if you're like, yo, I know nothing about my period, that was me too. That's why basically at 27, 28 years old, I found Dr. Laura Brydon's Period Repair Manual. You can get it off Amazon for like $15. But it was such an empowering read for me because again, like I didn't know when I would every month when I would have my period, I'd be like, oh, it's here. Like I never expected it. I wasn't tracking it. I didn't know shit from fuck about my menstrual cycle. So if you happen to be that person, just know that would be a really great thing to kind of step into. And now present day, it's like I personally don't plan to ever have children, but if I did, that would be right out the gate a conversation that I would be having with my daughter is like, hey, I want to go through this book. I want you to understand your menstrual cycle because again, it's like there's so many changes that the female body goes through throughout the course of the month. And obviously it's going to change depending on, are you taking hormonal birth control? Do you have an IUD, et cetera, et cetera. But again, the big picture there is the more data we have, the more we can kind of effectively manage how we're feeling. And again, it's like if we are feeling a certain kind of way and then we check, oh, hey, this is where I'm at in my menstrual cycle, that's very validating to how you're feeling because again, you're like, oh, well, yeah, that's totally
Right.
normal. Historically, I know I always feel a kind of way on this day. So just a big plug. Like I said, I think that tracking your menstrual cycle as a female is so important.